Hey friends, welcome back for the final part of our crazy hair day portrait. Today we are going to add color to the different sections of hair. We created that section using crazy different lines. Now if you have an art kit, you will have gotten a tray of paint right here and some Q-tips. You can use these Q-tips as paint brushes, and you're just gonna wake up this paint using regular water that you would get from just the tap at your house. If you have not picked up an art kit, there's still time. You can go by the school any day this week during school hours, or before or after school till 4 o'clock, and just go to the front office and say that you would like an art kit, and they will give you one for absolutely free. And if you aren't able to go get an art kit, that's okay too. You can just use whatever supplies you have at home. So I'm also going to use some crayons to add color, just to kind of show you how you can do that in case you didn't get an art kit. But I'm also going to show you how to use the paint if you did get an art kit. Okay, so the first thing, if you don't have crayons, you can also use markers, colored pencils, anything you have on hand. So if I wanted to color in these different sections with crayon, I'm going to take my crayon and I'm just going to color back and forth, and I'm going to stay in between my two lines that I have drawn. So I drew this blue line and I drew this yellow line. So I'm going to stay right there inside those two lines. I'm going to color that section orange. Okay, I want to find another section to color orange. Maybe I'll color this section right here. I'm staying between my two lines again. Maybe I'll do one more section. I'll do right here. Okay. If I want another color to color with, maybe I'll color this section right here. And I'll color this section right here. And we'll color one more color. I'll do this section right here. Okay, so that is some coloring that I've done with crayon. Now, if you don't have crayons, no problem. Use whatever supplies you have. You do not have to use the colors I used. You do not have to color in the order I colored in. I'm just kind of showing you a variety of ways to add color. If you did pick up an art kit, you're going to get this tray of paint, and you can feel the paint is dry right now on the tray, and you need to add water to it to wake it up. So all you're going to do is take your Q-tip, dip it in a little cup of water, and let's say I want to start with my red. I'm going to take that wet Q-tip and I'm going to start kind of tapping and rubbing that paint. See how the paint comes up on the Q-tip? Then I will take that Q-tip and I'm going to start rubbing it on my paper. And I'm going to stay inside those lines just like I did with my crayon. I'm going to use that Q-tip, and it's kind of like a little disposable paintbrush. Okay, so that's one section. I think I want to color this section red also, so I get a little bit more water, add some more water to my paint tray, and there we go. Okay. Maybe I'll do one more section over here with my red paint. I'm making sure not to paint on top of my face that I drew. just my sections of crazy hair. Maybe I'll do a little bit more red right here. Okay, now if I'm done with red, I can take my Q-tip and flip it around to my new clean side. I'm going to dip that in the water. My next color I'm going to use is orange. So I'm going to add some water and wake up that orange paint. Now I can paint another section orange. The orange kind of turns out pretty bright. It almost looks like a yellow with this kind of paint, this particular paint in the tray. And make sure you don't use up all your paint from this tray, because we'll be using this paint again for another project. Okay, so let me come over here and pull up some more paint. Paint this little section here orange. Okay, now I'm pretty much done with this Q-tip. Put it off to the side. Now I want to use some green. Dip my new Q-tip in the water. You should have several Q-tips in your pack. And if you run out of Q-tips, maybe ask a grown-up in your house. There may be some more Q-tips in the bathroom at your house or somewhere else. Oh, I need to add a little more water. This is kind of a light green. And maybe I'll do this section over here. Okay. Now I'm going to flip this around and use some purple. Okay, and put that over there. Next color, blue. And then dip, yellow. Okay, now I have completely colored my whole paper. If you want to add some color to your face and your neck, you can. If you want to just leave it blank like this, you can. I'm going to use a little bit of brown for mine and just do some shadows. Okay, so I'm gonna dip my paintbrush. It's got a little bit of yellow on it, but I don't care. I can use some light brown. And I'm just gonna add a few little shadows but I'm not gonna paint my whole face. So I'm gonna do a little shadow on my neck, and then I'm gonna do some shadows in my ears, maybe some shadows under my eyebrows, my nose. And this is just for fun. You do not have to add these shadows if you don't want to. Just kind of like adding a little something extra to my face. There we go. Okay. And I'm done with my paintbrushes. Now these can just be thrown away. You can save them if you want, but I'm probably just gonna throw them away. I have a few extra Q-tip paintbrushes. I am gonna make sure to let this paint tray sit out probably overnight till tomorrow. Once it's nice and dry again, you can put it back inside your art kit and then you can use it for your next project, okay? So make sure you send a picture of your crazy hair portrait to me on Seesaw so I can give you credit for this week's lesson. I hope you had a fabulous time creating this project with me. I know I had a good time. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Join me next week to start a new project. Have a great week, guys. Talk to you later.